Why isn't anybody talking about South County? South County is very underrated, and there might be some reasons why you wouldn't want to move to South County. But in this video, we are going to go through the good, the bad, and the ugly of South County. By the way, I'm Ben. I'm a local agent in the St. Louis area. If you have any questions or needs about anything St. Louis real estate, including investment property, downsizing, seniors, relocation, I'm here for you. But other than that, let's get to the video. What's very attractive about South County is the affordability in the St. Louis area. So a lot of the properties are right in the medium home price. So low 2000s all the way up to the mid 450s. Of course, there are some above and below, but that is the typical range that you will find. You will find decent sized homes in safe areas. That is a very positive thing about South County. Right here, we have a map of St. Louis City. Down here, we have South County, so made up of Affton, Oakville, Melville, and a few other places. But this is the Mississippi River right here, which is the border of South County on the east side, and this goes into Illinois, and it also borders Jefferson County. So let's get into the actual real estate. This one is 1,418 square foot, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 195,000. So you can see it probably still needs some updates if you wanted to make it tip top, but I would think that it is livable for now. Here are some rents in the area. So close by the subject property, 1,900, 1,925, 1,800. Keep in mind this one is 1,400 square feet, but it's a 2 bedroom. A lot of these are 3 bedrooms. With the condition of this property not being super fixed up, I think a good rental range might be $1,500 to $1,700 depending. So that is a range that I think would be a fair market value for this property. So let's say you bought this property for $195K, 20% down. At the time of this video, the interest rate is 7.5%. With taxes and insurance, you're looking at about $1,319 for your monthly mortgage payment. With this property being rented out at $1,600, you are still positive cash flow if you ever wanted to rent this out. This one is in Sunset Hills. This one looks like it has newer floors, updated kitchen. This one is 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,350 square feet. This one is in Lindbergh School District, which is the highest rated school district in South County. This one is 350,000. So this one is at 349,000 with 20% down, 7.5% interest rate. The monthly mortgage payment is around $2,309, $2,309. I ran the rental numbers on this, and the average rent is $1,772. On the high end, $2,000. On the lower end, $1,452. So you will be a little bit underneath your monthly mortgage payment. So you'll be underneath your monthly mortgage payment of this. So if you were to rent it out, you would be out of pocket maybe about $600. So here is a new construction in Melville. So it looks like there's a whole new subdivision going in here. This one is 1,539 square feet, 420,000, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. This one is more down south in Melville. So it's a nice 1-story ranch home. $1,300 square feet, $269,000 for 3 bedrooms. I love St. Louis basements. Look how much room you get here, and you can kind of make it an entertaining space or a multi-purpose space. If you go to the western part of South County, you have Fenton. So Fenton is a growing community that has been growing and building new buildings for a few decades now. but you still have this wooded, secluded type of feel. So you can get bigger lots. It's more quiet, a little bit less suburbia, but it's still in a good location where you can get to the city and South County and West County pretty easily. So Fenton is a pretty desirable place that people like, especially if they want to get more house for their money. This house is a little bit bigger at 1,860 square feet, 3 bedrooms, $370,000. Love this bright enclosed patio here. St. Louis has a lot of great pockets for investment property, and the numbers don't really make as much sense here, even though you could find the 1% rule and cash flow positive properties here. Usually people go to other parts of St. Louis to do rental properties. Overall, if you're under 300,000, you could probably positive cash flow in South County if you need to rent it out. But it is a good mix of appreciation, school district, and cash flow. So let's take a look at some rental properties here. This property right here is in Butler Hill, which is getting more south towards Arnold. And this property is rented for $1,900 a month. Here is a 3-bedroom, 1,400 square foot home in Melville for $2,200 a month. Here is a condo in the area for $1,200 a month. So condos will be cheaper, more affordable. This is a good location and it's still pretty nice. Here is a house in Affton that is 1,084 square feet, 3-bedroom for $1,800 a month. So I'm just trying to give you an idea if you bought the property, what kind of rent you can get. So if this property was $300,000, then your monthly payment would be about $2,000. So you want your rents to be about $2,000 or a little bit over, so you can make a little bit of cash flow there, all the time building long-term appreciation. And that's what I was saying about the numbers here are not super good as far as cash flow, but these are desirable neighborhoods that families do want to live in, and they are more B-class neighborhoods, than the lower C or D-class neighborhoods. So why would people not want to move to South County? Well, what I think is it is not as poppin' or happening as other parts of St. Louis. So, the city has all types of good, vibrant stuff going on. West County has a lot going on. Mid County has a lot going on. But South County is very, would I say, boring? And I wouldn't say that in a bad way because it is safe and the location is good, but there is just not that much really going on compared to other places in South County. St. Louis is really big on food, and no one really says, let's go to South County and go eat at this spot. You know what I mean? We'll go to the Loop or Central West End or Kirkwood or all the other great spots that we have in St. Louis. The main corridor is Lindbergh, and that's a pretty busy main thoroughfare with a lot of strip malls and shopping and Target and Costco and those type of things. And they also have South County Mall, which I believe is kind of the heart center of South County. And that mall is not as poppin' as it used to be. It's not the best mall in St. Louis, and it's kind of dying down a little bit, but there is a Chick-fil-A there and there are a few things going on. But once again, going back to the big box stores, I go to Chick-fil-A, there's a Hooters, there's some Mexican restaurants and Thai places, but overall, compared to most of St. Louis, it is not that poppin'. My favorite thing to do in South County is Grant's Farm, which is another free attraction that St. Louis has that makes us the gem of the Midwest. So President Ulysses Grant used to own it. It's historic. He had a relationship with Anheuser-Busch, and married the daughter, and it's this whole thing now where there are animals there kept, and it's pretty cool. It's like a mini zoo. But another thing I really like that they have there is they give you free samples of beer, Budweiser beer, which is super cool. I don't actually know any other places that give free beer in America. So if you know any other places like that, please comment below. But I think that's what makes it a gem. It's in the middle of the suburbs, but all that acreage is like wild animals and buffaloes and bison and all these other animals, and you drive by them kind of like a safari on the tram, and that makes it really, really cool. Jefferson Barracks is in South County, and it's a historic site where it was a military post during the era of Thomas Jefferson. It was a very important military base in the history of the United States. There is a museum, and there's also a Civil War museum in that area. South County does have a few parks, and it is near the Merrimack River, which is a border of South County. So there are some fishing places. You can also go across the Mississippi and get into Illinois to get into some lakes. And also, if you go down south a little bit to Arnold area, Jefferson County, there are a few parks out there that you can go hiking in, and creeks and all that good stuff. So you're not too far from being outdoors. You just got to be careful of the Merrimack River. There are a few main school districts in South County, including Mehlville, Oakville, Bayless, Affton. The most highly rated school district in the area is Lindbergh School District. So since that one is highly rated, usually it's more desirable and the prices are a little bit higher. But Mehlville, Oakville, Affton, those are really solid school districts as well. There is an SSM Healthcare Hospital in Fenton. There is a Kindred Hospital. There is a VA Veterans Affairs Hospital. So those are some of the healthcare systems in the area. Of course, there's local clinic and local doctor offices as well. Missouri Baptist as well. Another thing about South County is that a lot of these strip malls are dying. So you see some vacant strip malls with very little stores in them, or maybe none. There was an old Kmart that recently got bulldozed. So the Gravois Bluffs development in Fenton is the biggest commercial strip mall project. And it's been there for a little while now, not too long, but I would say 15 years. And Lowe's is there, Target, Schnucks, Kohl's. So that one is thriving, and there's a lot going on over there. But a lot of these other small strip malls are kind of dying, and that's kind of sad. There are two mini golf places in South County, and one is called Swing Around Town, and that has been there for a while, and it's right on Fenton, but it is a nice place to go in the summer. It has those water bumper car rides and mini golf and a batting cage. That's really cool. So there it is, South County in a nutshell. There's a lot more to get into, but we don't have all day for that. But if you do need help with real estate or St. Louis real estate, that's what I'm here for. Call, text, or email me, and we'll go from there. I also have videos about other parts of St. Louis. So click on the video here, and you can learn more about other parts of St. Louis so you can make an informed decision on where you want to live, because every neighborhood has a different vibe and feel, and you kind of want to dabble in a few of them before making your decision. So click on this right here, and we'll see you on the next one.